So the first basis for adverse opinion was inaccuracies of financial statements, which we have spent the last 2 hours talking about, errors, and we have said that the people who committed those errors, action must be taken. Under that, under inaccuracies of financial statements, we'll look at your written responses, but we need to understand whether you have disclosed your contingent liabilities, because there are about 2 or 3 questions on legal expenses. We'll be a bit efficient, because if you go the route of reading and responding, we'll leave here at 6:30.
Okay, Chair, we are just now working on a register for that.
A city county or a county with a city faces a lot of litigation on a daily basis. I believe that is your experience. Do you have visibility, Governor, on the number of cases that are active in court against Nakuru County? How many are there?
Chair, yes, I do. Okay, I will not give them.
What's the count?
What's the count?
I can give the account. We are handling about 400 active cases from within the office of the county attorney.
Have you attempted to quantify the likely outcome?
We have interim fee notes that we have compiled, Mr. Chairman.
Where fee notes have been issued, it's no longer contingent liability. That becomes payable.
Those are interim fee notes, but some matters have not been concluded. But in matters that have been concluded, Mr. Chairman, we have executed settlement deeds with the firms of advocates that we owe.
This information cannot be a secret known by the county attorney. This information must be public. And that's why it is a requirement in the standard for contingent liabilities to be disclosed. This cannot be a secret known by the county attorney. It must be known by the governor, the entire government, and the public. That's why that disclosure is important. So I think, Auditor General, you need to insist on this, and we must insist on this. In fact, this is not a matter we are deferring to the next audit. This is a matter where we must direct that within 1 month, we must be presented with a copy of the contingent liabilities for us to report to the House.
The 400 cases, the 400 active cases are actually in our county attorney's office. So they are being handled in-house. What I've been doing is when we came in, we had a county attorney's office that was not very well resourced as far as the human resource. And what we have agreed with the county attorney is that we need to hire more attorneys for him. I think just a month ago, we did bring on board a county solicitor, which was a position that had not been filled, I guess, even before we came in. And we are bringing on board more lawyers to help him, because it's a lot of cases for the few attorneys that we have in there. But like you said, we are adding more resources to that office so that they are able to expeditiously handle these cases, so that we don't keep running those bills as the backlog becomes too much due to not having enough human resource. Thank you.
That question is pertinent because it's an actual audit observation, and maybe Auditor General, let's go to it, because there's something very worrying about it, where there are 417 law firms that are owed. 417. And I wonder how the county attorney manages that. Auditor General, you had flagged the issue of legal expenses. We'll deal with legal expenses and also deal with unpaid court awards so that we get out of these legal issues. So please read out your finding under legal expenses. It's similar to the question that Senator Cherargei has asked.
Thanks, Chair. Legal expenses is under
report on lawfulness and effectiveness
use of public resources, paragraph 1. During the year under review, a law firm was paid a legal fee amounting to 12,049,000 for reviewing pending legal claims against the county. This is contrary to Section 5(1)(d) of the Nakuru County Attorney Act 2017, which required the county attorney to present the county government in any legal proceedings arising from the county registration or any other registration which the county government is party to or has interest. The letter of engagement was dated 29th May 2019, but was signed a year later. The contract provided for payment of instructions fee of 2 million on execution of the engagement letter and 5% of performance fee of the amount saved. However, records of the amount saved was not provided for audit verification, and therefore it was not possible to determine the amount paid. Further, review of the records provided for audit revealed that the legal fees amounting to 439,852,209 for 417 law firms for the provision of legal services have not been paid. This is contrary to Section 51D of the Nakuru County Attorney Act 2017, which provided that the county attorney shall represent the county government in all legal proceedings arising from the county registration or any other registration that is the county government is party to or has interest, other than criminal proceedings. Further, no record of services provided by the law firms were provided for audit verification. In addition, the law firms were directly procured. However, the services were not urgent, and the reasons for using direct procurement method was not provided. In the circumstance, management was in a breach of the law. Chair.
Auditor General, was this one of the issues that was still outstanding? It has not been resolved to your satisfaction. Yeah, so let's get the governor's response, because it is worrying to hear that 439 million is owed to 417 law firms in Nakuru. So let's get your response and find out whether that amount is still outstanding and whether this is the best way to run the affairs of a county government. You could point us to the page where your response is.
Sorry, Chair, may I ask my director there, what page were you reading? I'm sorry, I couldn't find it.
It was on the report of 2022, and it's paragraph 1 it's paragraph 1 of the lawfulness and the effective use of public resources. That is after the opinion and the other matters.
Sorry, Chair, I have a slight challenge. Let me figure it out shortly here.
Yeah, we need to be agile, because if you...
In the booklet of 2022, it is on page 40 of 76.
Sorry, page 4?
Page 40.
Okay.
Page 40 of 76.
Oh, okay.
It's, I'm at page 358.
Okay.
The one you have written on pencil.
Okay.
358.
58.
Volume 1 of 2022.
Was there a written response to this matter? Because it's a very material issue. 439 million owed to 417 law firms.
I can be answering as we look for the written.
It would be good to have the written response,
I
because
agree.
that's what we are relying on for our reports.
Because we are also disputing a bit, so it would be important.
I think the governor has an obligation to guide us to where the response is, because anything short of that, we will not be dealing with facts. Governor, as I look for it, remember you are on oath, so you may proceed to make your explanation.
Yes, Chair, thank you very much. Granted, Chair, again, I apologize as we look for the written report, which is important, the answer. But looking at what I have in front of me, it shows that we have 23 advocates firms, not 439. I see 23. And what it is currently we have outstanding balance of 365,719,118.67.
Just say that again.
Sorry, 365,719,118.67.
Due to how many farms?
This is to 23 farms. Initially, Chair, we have a lot of carried over legal matters from even before devolution, from prior to 2013. So all that together was coming to 1.3 billion legal fees that we owed. We negotiated it down to 439 million. And that is what we've been paying, making payments on that amount. And that's how now we are at 365 from 439.
And 439 is a figure the auditors queried.
Okay.
So there seems to be some
concurrence there.
On that.
So if you don't mind, Chair, perhaps our county attorney can probably give a little bit more, explain a bit more on that. Perhaps it's
the thing that there's no concurrence on is a number of farms.
Right.
You are saying 23, the OAG is saying 417.
Yeah. That's what I wanted. Perhaps my county attorney can explain a bit.
Okay.
Why there's big variance.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As per the information that the governor has provided, we have, as at the time of audit, we had 23 law firms that had been qualified, pre-qualified under framework agreements. As the governor has rightly observed, Mr. Chairman, at the time of establishment of the Office of County Attorney and in Nakuru, it was established under the Nakuru County Act of 2017, we realized that the bills that had been inherited and recorded by the Transition Authority and verified by the Pending Bills Committee amounted to 1.3 billion. So we decided, Mr. Chairman, to negotiate the bills with a view of settling them and proceeding on a clean slate. So we instructed a firm of advocates who negotiated the fee notes, and we have provided a report to the Auditor General. The fee notes were negotiated downwards, saving the county in excess of 700 million. And we have been servicing the amount agreed on in the settlement deeds. Mr. Chairman, you will please appreciate that most of the matters that are filed against counties, interim applications are filed contemporaneously with the main suits, with the plaints. So that, Mr. Chairman, we are guided by the decision of Kalipana Rawal, judge in the case of Thiong'o Njiri and 81 others versus the Municipal Council of Kiambu, where specific areas have been observed by the judge in procurement of legal services. Mr. Chairman, you will also have an opportunity to look at that is reported in the e-Kenya law reports. Then there is the decision in Republic versus the Attorney General and LSK as the interested party, reported in 2022 e-Kenya law reports. And Republic versus the Attorney General, Ex parte Law Society of Kenya, Francis Andrew Moriasi, reported in the 2019 e-Kenya law reports. As observed earlier, Mr. Chairman, we are in the process of operationalizing the offices of county attorney. And currently, other than the county attorney, we had only 2 directors and 1 advocate that we dedicated to the County Public Service Board because we had so many employment matters arising. So we thought it could serve from within so that other than giving legal services advice to the County Public Service Board, he could also be in a position to represent the county in litigation in the law courts. It's only recently, Mr. Chairman, that we have been able to hire the county solicitor. And as the administration, we have liaised with the office of the governor, who is receptive, that we fully operationalize the office of county attorney by hiring more legal counsel to assist in handling the workload that is overwhelming to the available staff.
Now, you have not addressed the numbers. You have talked of jurisprudence, but not the numbers. Here we deal with numbers. Is it true that you've got 417 firms?
The pre-qualified firms are 23 as at the time of audit.
Auditor General,
that is in terms of legal fees. I want to clarify.
From your observation, does the 417 still apply?
Chair, the 417 still stand, and I will ask management to look at these legal cases, both within the after devolution and the before devolution, because they are all still they adopted the assets and liabilities of the defunct local authorities. So when you look at it, it's still they are all 417. 23 they are talking of. It is the legal firms that are after devolution.
Maybe through the chair, the county attorney is saying that there are 3 pre-qualified. You are talking about 417. So, and your observation, OAG, you said the law firms there was a direct procurement of the legal services. Was there any evidence of the same to point out that they were direct procurement? Because I heard the county attorney talk about, of course, the inherited cases from defunct municipal councils within Nakuru County. So, and they have said 23 are pre-qualified. So it means for 417 less 3, that's 414 were not pre-qualified. And therefore it was a direct procurement. What made you arrive to the position that 1, there were 417 law firms, number 2, whether there was a direct procurement as you have observed?
Chair, the 417 comes from the figure of outstanding legal fees of 439. When you get the firms that are asking for this money, there are only 417 firms.
But through the chair, were you able to see the list of these law firms that the county government of Nakuru holds them?
Yes, we had a list. Give me time, I will send it.
Produce the list.
Are they in the pending bills register? The accounts payable register that's supposed to be annexed?
It's supposed to be annexed as legal fee. Yes, they have some in the
Is there?
Do they have all of them, or it's
not all of them?
Not all of them. Senator Dulo?
Chair, maybe before Senator Dulo comes, I think just my own recommendation to the committee is that we might need to meet this to know these law firms, that 417, because being owed around 500 million, 439 is a lot of money. So we need to get the list and then know why are they being owed to the county government of Nakuru, and the others are historical and others are latest. I think if we can get the list, it will allow us to have a better view of why is who being owed and which law firms are these.
And I think we can get the list within the timelines that we had given for the contingent liabilities. Senator Dulo.
No, Chair, I just wanted to ask the county whether they have the list of the historical cases vis-a-vis the current, so that you can be able to know who you owe and how much. And is it appearing in your pending bills? Because that is also very important. And I think you are doing some consultation. Now, I think it is also important for the historical cases, whether they are genuine or not, because if they are not genuine, you can actually verify and kick them off than carrying them along, and they become a burden to you for some time.
Yes, Governor?
Sure. Thank you, Chair. Yes, we do have a list of the cases, and we would be able to separate and show which are from before devolution and which are after. And we shall be able to provide that within the timelines guided by Chair. I'm not disagreeing with the director here, but I don't see how we don't have 400 and something. We just have 23. However, I would also want to see that list also myself, because the one we have just shows 23 law firms and it's adding up to the same amount of money. So I think there may be some confusion between ourselves, and we should hopefully be able to handle that.
The number of firms is alarming, but not as alarming as the amount owed.
Sure.
I think the bigger thing
Sure.
is the amount owed,
Sure.
where there seems to be agreement.
Concurrence.
And maybe as you wind up your submission, because of time, we'll also look at the audit query on unpaid court awards so that we tie them together. Yeah, just proceed.
Sure, I was just finishing to say to Senator Dulo's question, yes, we carry them as pending bills, so we don't leave them out, and as we split whatever